beautiful Ascension family, and welcome back to our channel. We are about to dive into our readings for May. We're starting it off with Virgo this month. Randomized selection. So Virgo, you're first out the gate. So let's see what is going on. I'm going to do something a little different today. I found from personal experience that every now and then your girl needs a reading herself. And when I would go look sometimes for readings, I would see, I would get love readings or I would get a career reading when I wasn't necessarily looking for love of career. So I'm going to do a two-part today. We're going to start this off, Spirit said, with love for you, Virgo, because you need that first. But then after I do whatever comes out in the love cards, I am going to do a specific pull for career and money, simply because I believe there's a need for, not everybody needs a love reading right now. Not every one of you Virgos need a love reading right now. Some of you need career and some of you need money. So I'm just kind of arranging these where spirits say they need to go. And if you are used to me reading, then you are accustomed to how I laid these out, and you're more than welcome to fast forward past this part if you'd like. But yeah, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do a two-part. All right. So with that said, let's jump right on in. All right, Virgo. Interesting cards. Right out the gate. Okay. The first thing I get here, y'all have to forgive me. I had the window open and our AC, we're in Texas, so the AC turned on. So I had to close the window really quickly. But all right. As I ask Spirit to kind of give me love for you all, it's kind of a two-part reading, two-part feeling. I'm kind of getting a two-part feeling here. You know, most of you, or a lot of you, are at this very, in your head, you're at this very happy state of mind when it comes to where you are in relationship. It actually feels like maybe things look different. They might be coming together. At your heart space, it was like that fear of losing this person that I thought I was losing is kind of going away. There's a form or a sense of balance and harmony that is starting to creep in. So these are all very good things. You're starting to feel a lot more balanced in your love life. However, I hear Spirit saying, wait for it. And I'm sorry, but that's what I hear Spirit saying. Although this looks really great right now, on your receiving side, there is a wholeness, a groundedness, a finding where you are and feeling like, oh, it's all finally coming together and everything's great. And my love life is finally in this space where I knew it could be. And then all of a sudden it shifts. It shifts. I'm going to ask Spirit to clarify, is the shifting that I feel, is that right now or is that something to come? However, I do feel that this grounded, great, amazing space that your relationship seems to be flowing in right now is going to change. Okay. I will ask for a timing card on when it might change, how long you've got, but I feel a shift happening. And when that shift happens, the actions that your partner is showing you right now change. And it's almost as if they stop showing you those actions and they stop being consistent in something. And as they stop being consistent in something, then you are put in that space where you kind of have to make that decision again of, is this the most grounded, fulfilling, reciprocated relationship that you absolutely positively need? So it all goes back to your groundedness, Virgo, and where you feel and you pouring into you and you feeling like you're nurturing yourself, or your love, the love that you give is also being given back and is being nurtured. That is a lot of what love looks like right now. I'm going to ask Spirit for that timing card. Spirit, can you give me a timing card for me to tell Virgo how long it's going to take this shift to happen? Wow, that didn't take long at all, y'all. Um, Temperance, Eight of Swords. And that temperance came out first. So even in looking at this, okay, temperance is about being in a balanced place, in a balanced space, restraining yourself from doing things that aren't healthy for you, finding a space where you can thrive and move forward. Eight of Swords is that fear card, right? One of the very first out the deck in the middle of your heart space is this fear that you're going to lose your partner, that you're going to lose this person. And I don't know why it's a fear of loss. Okay, but that's what I'm picking up. It is an absolute fear of loss where you feel you're going to lose that person. But on the other hand of it, it's almost like I feel and see spirit keeps bringing you to this space with this particular person for a reason, where you keep having to make these decisions and choices on whether or not you're going to choose you or you're going to choose a relationship. You keep coming back to this space on purpose, spirit says. Okay. So, and that's what spirit will do. If we don't learn a lesson, if we don't get what we're supposed to out of it, it will come back around. We will find ourselves repeating the cycle, the circle, the pattern. Okay. So, I kind of like that. That may be the title, the cycle, the circle, the pattern, because that is what is happening here. It looks great. It looks different. It looks like you're getting something different. You have seen behavior changes and character changes and things. It's like, oh my God, they're actually changing. And I'm working on myself and we're working on ourselves together. And it looks great and it feels good. And it's all of the happy and the warm and the lovely. And then it goes right back to the way it was before. And it becomes a bit of a sour taste in your mouth. It becomes a little bit of a heartbreaker. And then the evaluation kind of sets in. What happens here? Where do we go here? You know, for some of you, this has been what I get the sense of. It's been a very hot and cold, on and off for quite a while. I don't know what that while looks like, okay, but for quite a while. What this temperance and this Eight of Swords, fear, okay, and restraint, makes me feel like to avoid losing this partner or this person, you are biting your tongue. You are not saying certain things that need to be in balance or you feel are out of balance. You are not even allowing yourself to speak on. I feel a lot of restraint. I feel a lot of like biting my tongue, a lot of keeping myself from expressing myself because of it. Although it's not the healthiest relationship in Virgo, I'm just going to be real about it, honey. It looks toxic. Okay. There's some, the shifting, the changing, the back and forth, the hot and cold. It looks just a little bit, just a little toxic. Okay. Now, Virgos, you guys are strong and you will deal with some toxicity sometimes because you put so much hope and belief and prayer and love into your partners. Okay. In a space where you feel that you can love them past this, or you feel that you can love the positiveness in them so much that it will change the negative traits about them. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Okay, I'm just gonna be real about it. Like, people are who they are, and most of us don't change unless there is something absolutely positively life altering that comes through and makes us do that. I want Virgo, I want you to be this person to that partner. So it is the reason why they make that change. Unfortunately, I don't know that that's what I see. Spirit, show me what this looks like. If I had to give a timing card for what this looks like for you guys before you see the actual shift happen, I'm going to say you're looking at August. That Eight of Swords is very dominant here. Same here, the Eight of Swords at the heart space in reverse. That fear here of losing that person and it being in reverse the way it is only makes me feel like it's only a matter of time before it actually happens. So you're definitely in a space where enjoy it while it lasts, because I don't know how long it's going to last. On your staff here of where you're going, in the middle of the nurturing and groundedness that you're trying to feel and you're starting to feel right now, underneath that is experience. And Spirit saying that in this love and in this space, you know what this looks like. You also know and feel deep down that this is a pattern. You are choosing to ignore it, but you also know and understand that at the end of the day, this is a pattern, right? The world card is about having the world at your feet. Yes, you could have anybody. You could have anything. You could go actually have a very reciprocated love that would prove to be happiness and all the things that you want and bring it all together and all of that. However, you're choosing to spend your time on this person. And that's okay if that's what you want. But what you guys want me to do is actually read for you and give you the truth. And so that's what I'm doing. Even though it might hurt and it may not be what you want, you probably are turning my reading off right now at this moment because you don't want to hear it. And that is absolutely positively okay. But if at some point you decide to turn me back on and listen to what this has to say, understand that the whole reason why this is happening is so you can recognize the pattern in it. Maybe not so much the pattern for yourself, or maybe it is. Or the pattern of the other person, because it keeps going this way, the hot and cold, the back and forth. You end up in this space, you end up happy for a little while, and then it shifts and the behavior changes and the characteristics change, and then all of a sudden they become this person that you didn't know and you don't like, and then you go back and then they switch back, give you everything you need, start nurturing you, making you happy, giving you the love, showering you with everything. It becomes balanced, you see yourself happy together, and then you're back in this pattern where you think it's going to be okay again, right? I almost feel like this is to show both of you. This is to show you, Virgo, that both of you have a pattern. And you choosing them as a pattern, them continuously doing the behavior thing as a pattern, it's all pattern. It's all a circle. And the only way we can break the circle is to do something different. That's it. It's simple. Seems hard. Seems frustrating. Seems toxic. But it's true. Virgo, until you accept that you deserve better, until you see that you have got to make a life decision here, hot or cold, right? The wands, the making a life choice. That Two of Wands is about making a life choice in this groundedness, nurturing, loving energy of Gaia to choose you. Hence, choice pointed towards you, not the masculine and their actions, because that's in reverse. You can't count on that, but you. When you actually do that, you're going to see the difference. Spirit, show me what the outcome looks like. This last card up here on this staff is the Emperor card. It's the father figure. Okay. So for some of you, you may actually have children with this person. This may be the father of your child. This may be someone that you don't see yourself without. Or maybe you're in a marriage and you see they are the breadwinner and they've got all the ambition and they've got all the things and they do all the things and it's great, right? But yet you also keep finding yourself in this pattern with this person. You've got to choose different. Spirit, show me what it looks like. Show me what the outcome of this looks like. And I'm doing this with a completely different deck just because I want all of the cards. Okay. Okay. Trust. Start to have to watch your back due to trust. Faith. Interesting. Trust and faith become a factor here in the outcome. And I want one more. I want it 3. 3 is the biggest number of all the things right now. Because boundaries. So from these patterns, from the pattern, from where this goes, right? Where do you end up? You end up in a space where you can't really trust. Okay. And I feel like this is going to be this person, but I also feel like this is kind of where you're going to end up in a relationship. This is going to end up in a space where you can't trust them and it makes you invulnerable and unable to trust anybody else, to where you have to do nothing but lean on your faith to figure out 1, who you are, and figure out 2, what you need, and 3, to formulate those boundaries. Okay, it's Page of Swords energy, the boundaries of what needs to be established before you go on to the next relationship. So yeah, I'd love to be able to give it warm and fuzzy and cushy and say it's going to be all great and it's going to be all great all the time. You're gonna love each other. You're gonna get married. You're gonna ride off into the sunset. But no, No, unfortunately, that's not what I have for you. I have that you are in a pattern, you are in a holding pattern, they are in a holding pattern. This keeps repeating itself, and somebody's got to put an end to it. Because at the end of the day, you're not nurturing you. It's not healthy for you or for them. They're going to keep reverting back to those actions and doing what they can and giving you what little bit before it goes back to the same thing all over again. It's not healthy for either one of you. Somebody's got to love somebody enough to let the other go. And as much as that hurts, Virgo, that is what puts you in a better place where you learn how to set up boundaries in relationship, and it makes it so much stronger and so much better for where you're going. Okay. So that is what I have on the relationship piece. Okay. Let's see what we've got. And I don't think it's ironic, okay, that Tim O'Neill's heel is what's over here playing as I'm ending that reading. I turned that down for you guys. I hope that wasn't too loud. But yeah, so heal, Virgo, in the relationship portion so you can move forward and be in a better space and find that love that you actually do deserve. It is coming, but the lesson of this is going to take over first. So, all right. With that said, let's get into money. Money matters. Money, money, money. All right, Spirit, show me for Virgo career and finance, please. Career and finance. As you guys know, I am absolutely obsessed with Cyril Machete and his decks. The one you just seen here, this is, I forget the name of this deck so much. Is it the Gilded? This one's the Gilded that I have in my hand. This one, I believe, is the Majestic, but don't get me telling you the story. I will find the box and I will find the actual name of it. But I love his decks. I love the color. I love all the vibrancy. Anyway, sorry, neither here nor there. Let me continue. Money, career, and finance for Virgo, please. Spirit, show me money, career, and finance. That's a lot of cards, y'all. I feel like there's a couple more in there. Ooh. Okay, I think I got them all. Spirit, please show me where these go. In the center. Again, you guys can always fast forward past this part if you'd like. For those of you that have stayed with me through all of it, no, Spirits, I put that back, that have stayed with me through this far, I appreciate you very much. Okay, let's talk about your money matters. Money matters. Whew, Tower. Okay. Y'all know I do this little spinny thing, or try to sometimes, because I need to know if it's supposed to be in reverse. Oh, that's beautiful. That did it. Love it. Okay. And it was supposed to be that way the whole time. All right. Let's talk about career and finance. At the heart space, it strikes me, so I have to go here first. This tower moment is absolutely just in the middle of everything. For some of you, most of the time I see a tower and instantly the one thing I'll think of is loss, like a loss of a job. I don't get that here, Virgo. What I get here is a very unforeseen financial behemoth that comes along. Okay. This is something that you weren't counting on. It was something that you didn't know was going to occur. And it looks like it takes quite a bit of resources. Now, I won't say like thousands of thousands, no, but I definitely do pick up something and it's got like, I hear in the thousands. Okay. I do hear that you've got like a little bit of something going on here. I don't know exactly what that is, but it's definitely going to be it's a nice big round thick number, if that makes sense. Okay. Going to be a little worried about it. Okay. When it happens, you're not expecting it to happen. It's almost like a big tax bill that you didn't know was coming. And all of a sudden it's like, whoa. Or it is something happens with the vehicle, or it even could be something, like, I don't even want to say that out loud, but it's something of large financial magnitude that comes in to affect you. Okay. Um, don't really know if you can handle it. It happens very, very fast. Again, Eight of Wands, getting a lot of eight here. A lot of things transpire for you guys. Although I'm doing May readings, I can see a lot that starts to come through the summer. And this looks like this is something that's going to affect you for sure I'm going to say between now and July. So it definitely occurs within the next three. Again, there's that three. Within the next 3 months for sure. Gonna have to make some deep decisions concerning like your finances and how this is affected and kind of what you do. For some of you, this is job related, like as far as like something happening on your job where it's almost like a loss, or it's a demotion, or it's they cut my wages or they cut my hours. But whatever it is, it starts to drastically affect how you can afford things. Okay. Again, I'm all about the little spin here, and I can't get it to really spin like I wanted to, but I wanted to see. Yep, nope, still in reverse. This trust in reverse, where it's been something stable, it becomes very unstable very quickly, or in your head, you can kind of maybe feel it coming. So, the one thing I can say is when things happen, spirit usually does give us some type of warning or signal. We ignore it sometimes, or we don't understand what it is, but we can always feel the shift. No matter how intuitive you are or are not, you can feel when things are changing. And so I definitely feel the winds of change happening for you here. This feels very like, oh my God, like emotional, like I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I don't understand it. What I can tell you is looking at where this is going for you. Yes, it's a very dark moment. You don't really know what to do about it. You kind of have to like, okay, I don't know what else I'm going to do. I'm just going to have to pray about this because this just is not something that I foreseen coming. Will you be able to handle it? I do see that is a yes. Okay. I do feel like you will be able to handle it. However, it does set you back a little while, but it is meant to occur. Whatever this financial thing that occurs that puts you here, it's meaning to occur because you are supposed to reevaluate how you handle certain things. Okay. For some of you, it's just an evaluation over how you handle the situation. For others, this is going to be a teaching process where you are able to maximize your dollar and not realize that, oh, I've got this resource here and I've got this resource here and I've got this resource here. I actually have more resources and more money than I thought I could. Maybe I need to put it to use for myself. So for some of you, this is going to end up being a good thing because you will figure out how to invest forward and make more money off of resources you already have. For others of you, it's going to impact you in a way that it makes you really start putting together that savings or that emergency fund, or having to put it back and do something different, restructure and reorganize your finances. Okay. So definitely I see some restructure going, some temperance. You're going to have to find a way to come up with some money, not spend some money, come back on some things here. So there's definitely restructuring in all of this going on. Anytime you've got a tower dead smack in the heart space or in the middle of something, it is a restructure that is necessary to happen. It is spirit saying, we're blowing it up. We're going to blow it up. We're going to blow it up so you can rebuild it. You can rebuild it better. It's always a rebuilding. It's always a rebirth after a death of any kind. And so, yes, this is going to make you reevaluate some things, but it's actually going to put you in a better space later. Okay. A more structured space. For some of you, it even looks like it could be something as dark as bankruptcy. Okay. But a restructuring and a chapter 13, that's what that is. It's a restructuring. Not that I'm wishing bankruptcy on anybody. However, I'm just seeing what this looks like for some of you. It's not all of you, but it is some of you. And the ones that it does resonate with, just take the time to invest in looking at what all your assets are. Where can you strategically cut back or increase, or make some extra money on the side, do your side hustle, whatever that is, but structure your money in a way that it's going to work for you. And you're not going to have to be in this space where you've got to worry about it being a financial tower ever again. Okay. That is what we've got on that. I am going to do a oracle card, and then we will let you go, Virgo. Let's see here. Energy has been a big one. So we're going to do an energy card. Spirit, show me the energy that is needed to know for our Virgo. Virgos, energy. Okay, y'all. When Spirit does this, that means this is not the deck that they wanted me to pick. It's the deck that I picked. So, all right, Spirit, guide me to where you want me to go. And we are going to do Starseed because they didn't like that first deck. Do they like any? Are you guys? I know. Okay. I was like, what are y'all saying? I hear you, but okay. Okay. And then they double mission. That's beautiful. Double mission. Light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. That is beautiful. Okay, you guys. So it's very self-explanatory. Although everything in me wants to go read that, I think I've held you guys long enough. Double mission. We all don't just have one purpose in this beautiful world. We have multiple. And sometimes when times get tense and things get shaken up in certain ways, so to speak, we start to wonder, what is our purpose for being here? Virgo, simply from the reading that that just came out here, you are the calmest and one of the strongest of all the signs. However, you tend to get a lot of the back, kind of the back end of things, and very clearly something's going on in the career and the finance as well as the love all at the same time. And I feel like, Virgo, that kind of just speaks to what you feel like your life is like all the time. You're always going through something, whether it be love or whether it be financial restructure or something. It always kind of feels like it's heaviness on you. I don't feel that this is a constant for you, right? I think this will change. But what I do think, Virgo, is that you're a little stubborn. And in your ability to be very stubborn and want what you want, you tend to sometimes ignore spirit as they're trying to guide you. So with that double mission of being a light worker here, you guys are healers. You're very much healers. You're very much seers. You're visionaries, and you guys can absolutely positively change the world, but you got to stop seeing the world in one small way in order to be able to open your eyes and do all of the greatness that you guys are set to do. So that is what I've got for you for the month of May. Thank you so much if you watched and if you joined. I hope this touched at least one soul is the goal. 2, I'm absolutely just grateful for, and 3 is a blessing or more. Please, please, please like and hit that little bell if you enjoyed this reading today. And I can't wait to see you guys again in June.